in a last-ditch effort to not screw over the West End like I did Whitechapel and the Docks, Aloysius, whatever the heck his name is, to Vampyr. Because I missed this last. Supposedly, if I talked to one of these people, I probably could have got the last hint I needed for the third option. That wouldn't have been terrible. Where is it? Well, I'm guessing. Like, I actually didn't go and look it up. I just am guessing this, like full, just guessing. Because the consequence of turning him into a vampire is that everybody got sick. Like, everybody got sick. The only people that didn't get sick were Shun and Loretta. I think that's only because I had healed them the night before. But yeah, everybody got sick. I went around curing everybody. And now I'm about to go and do more investigations and stuff. So let's go. Well, didn't really mean to pick up stuff, but I wish it was like a better way of getting money in this game. Experience, like the game is literally centered around, like if you do doing quest and doing quest is like your best bet on getting experience, but your better bet is just drinking everybody's blood. Because even when you beat people down, you only get like 15 experience from it.
So Priwen never left Doris's theater after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
What's that? Yes, he is, Jim. You missed, Jim. And let's pay for it. And then get smoked. Wonder where he's at. What if he's on the stage? That rat? Yeah, he's on the stage.
We cannot be defeated.
Bump that. It's on stage. I could use that to just go on stage, but I feel like explorer rating. Just a wee bit. Not very much. Kill it! Kill it! And you're done. Right, time to go. I'll have to turn Swansea into a vampire. I'll do it, it'll officially become a thing. Eh. Wait, where'd he go? Wait, no, that's Swansea? Oh, he's under the floor. Oh, he's under the floor. Why is he under the floor? Nothing else around here? Maybe else the party's still on the first floor. Alright.
Stay close. Keep an eye on each other.
There's a chaplain out there. Alright. A little bit closer. It's chaplains, fire dude, couple fire dudes. So can I? Go see if I could like click on one of them and blow one of them up secretly with my blood technique. Guess not. Should I kill him? I think I'm gonna kill him. I have no real reason to. Just want to. Yo, what up? Welcome to the show. About to beat the crap out of people. Like so. Come here. Alright, stamina. And back up, center on. Oh, you don't. Do your voodoo and hell. He ain't coming. Take it. He set me on fire. That hurt. Columns report. Yeah, I skimmed through this. And it's painful to as well. My God, the one we plan to see it. Blah blah blah. Oh, so Harriet infected her. Huh. I still know how Harriet became a Scowl. Responses, prompters, and blah blah blah. Took me 2 days to parse this blood. Gotta hate losing time like this. Blah 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 blah.
Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
Oh, is he still on the... Oh, he's on the ground of the ground. I thought it was like, oh, hold on. How do I get to him? It goes right here. There's blood on the ground. Oh, that can't be good. You know, or Swansea's secretly a vampire and have to kill him. which I sort of thought I would have to do before. No lie. When I first met him, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to kill this dude. Ready, set. Beat it up. Blood. Throw on my shield. And beat the crap out of you. Thank you so much for playing my game. Which is the stun lock game. It's one I love so much. Wait, that's it? It's just them and Swansea. That's a lot of blood.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
William Marshall's memoir.
Blood of a pure heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in mind. It's locked, all right.
Still a lot of blood over there. Alright, let's see what's going on.
Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Jeffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open.
That's why I turned into a vampire.
What became of him?
I put him in a somewhat delicate position when I made him an immortal.
Really? You sure that was the wisest course of action?
No, it wasn't.
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
I think you're hiding something, Edgar.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
Why would the Guard of Priwen believe me?
Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
I don't know what the subtitle says.
Why would he deserve such a reputation?
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him.
Lies.
All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
Why is the Guard of Priwen so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt launched by the Guard of Priwen in 1854. They believe he's an evil creature plotting his return.
Hey, whatever. Let's go.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
Yeah, that's all I wanted.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
The truth.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter.
You just went over this.
They exhibited the same symptoms. Blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Yeah, if you're just gonna keep repeating stuff, I might as well keep but I might get a hint doing this. Dang it! Have to.
Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum.
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theater. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
Oh,
My
come
point
on.
exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother. A symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
I made a mistake. But what is science if not trial and error? We both know it, Jonathan, we both know it.
What a poor justification for your morbid fascination and thirst for glory.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
Why not? Let's turn everybody.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then.
Let's turn everybody to vampires now.
Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Enough!
Let's turn everybody into vampires, huh? Please don't say this will accept the consequences of my actions. Stop it! Ugh. All I want to do is make one solid decision that's not going to screw me over. Is that so hard? Just one. That's all I want. Just one. You know what? Let me... She just ate you. Take those 6,000 experience and left it alone. I would like to say I picked a good choice. Love to say that right now, but every time it goes, the district will soon suffer the consequences of your actions. It makes me think, oh my god, what the hell did I just do? Let me finish this. Let me go play Okami. The nice, happy game. Whatever. Let's go find Lady Ashbury and keep moving. Where's she at? Is she in the home?
So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell you.
Yes, I'm a leech. Whatever. Blah 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 blah. Back up, fine. Nom nom nom. Actually, that makes me wonder. You're an oblivious fool. I'm gonna left. Excuse me. And beat the living mess out of you.
Let's pin him down!
See, I really wish.
See that close? Bastard! Oh Christ!
Christ. Say. Yeah, I wish like combat gave you more experience than what it does. Cause then, like, it makes it so that literally the best way to get experience is to drink people. Peace. I've got time to load up my two-hitter quitter. There's pictures. I want to go below critical. Like, if I was going below critical, that would be me eating everybody first, doing all the quests, then eating them, and then bugger off. She's upstairs. In the meantime, let me raid your home. 1 second. Night, I went with mother visiting sick at East End. Blah de blah. Elizabeth. Where you at?
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan?
When did they become a thing? Is she
What
painting
is it,
in blood?
dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Let's go if he was stupid.
Edgar's behavior was beyond lunacy. He had neither the discipline, knowledge, nor the proper facilities to conduct blood experiments.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor.
That's an
She
Icor.
secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but... do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
Huh. Mortal's blood from Lord Redgrave. Oh, I'm at the old morgue. It's been a minute since I've been there. So, is Elizabeth an involved skull? Like literally she's a skull, not a Ekon. Which if she is, ooh, I think that's going to change our relationship, because I will have to kill you. Mostly because I hate skulls. I hate each and every last one of them. Like I'm sad I have to kill Harriet Jones, but at the same time I'm not. I'm really, truly not. Because that's how much I hate skulls. Dr. Swansea's there. Let's go around map. I might take a quick nap after I talk to Swansea to see what happens. All this good stuff finally happens for once.
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
Oh, come on, you loading bastard. You know what'd be like piss me all the way off? Is if after I
Whose blood could be purer than that of William Marshall? Lord Redgrave will have to spare me a trouble.
I will talk to you, but I'm just on the mission to finish stuff now.
Why can't I forget?
But like, I'll be so pissed if after I turn that Swansea to a vampire, he infects the entire hospital staff. Like, I would be beyond belief pissed. I mean, we'll definitely see what happens. I'm trying to collect everything and then probably take a quick nap at the hospital and see what happens.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed.
Yeah. Hutchinson, Lloyd Finley, Hamsley, Finney, Redgrave's on the first floor. Gotta love that vampire site. What up?
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
Welcome, Lance-Bearer.
Please stop calling
To
me
what
that.
do we owe this pleasure?
I've located the true origin of the epidemic, and I'm about to end it.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis.
Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
Let's go raw. I don't care. It's like any game's time.
Stop this farce. Marshall never was your maker. I have no idea how you acquired his blood, but I need it now.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
Now go, Lance-bearer. Craft a legend to be sung to Ascalon recruits for the ages to come.
That was so cold-blooded. Wait, this say he has a... Oh, snap, it says 20. Could eat him if I wanted to. I could eat Lord Hutchinson. Can I eat Lord?
Doris Fletcher led some sort of skull nest in her theatre. It's just disgusting.
You're disgusting.
It's been your house, Dad, not mine.
Alright, got like 15 more minutes to go. Guess Swansea's the... What's that? McComb's inside the thing. He might have been more helpful if I didn't turn into a vampire, so I might have to kill him. Don't feel bad about that. Let's see. That's not how it works. Which direction I want to go. Off towards the... I don't know if I should just go to sleep anyways. Nah, I'll collect the last piece, then I'll go to sleep, and then I'll kill old Harriet. God, I loved old Harriet though. Even after she became a Skull, I still had the utmost respect for her. Cause she was the roast master. Talking about them nurses scratching their slutty sores. Oh god. The freak was that? It's actually the path I need to go. Oh god. Drop my shield. Away with what? You don't want none of... Just move back up and shoot him in the dome. Anywho, yes, path I want to go. Out my way. Yeah. Miss me. Now you gotta kiss me. I like using teeth. Ah. You suck. Eeny, meeny, miny. Give me your blood. I ain't done yet. Let's see. Oh. Go left right here. Who's screaming at me now? Don't know. Don't care. Let's go.
I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drug storage.
Into the morgue. Are these freaking people everywhere? Sort of tired of killing you. Yeah. Throw up thing. Light it up. What's upstairs? Oh, there's still skulls up here. How are there still skulls up here?
I'd head back if I were you, sir. It's not
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that happened.
We have to stop it! Crush the lead!
Right, throw up the virtual hands.
Oh, Christ!
Alright. This is instant. Still must be a skull in here somewhere.
There it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
Who? No clue who that is. Maybe I should kill the guards downstairs. Tempted. Maybe I was thinking about upstairs. There is something else. Feel it. Think out this fool. Blink out of this. No drops. Alright. That's enough for today. Oh, didn't go all the way downstairs. Ooh, I'm running out of time. That's what making me wonder how many people are actually in the guards of pre-one. Because I've been killing them pretty much since I could first start going to Whitechapel. Not a little bit sooner. I want to say since chapter 2, or the end of chapter 2 is when I first ran into them. A little bit beforehand. I don't know. Let's see. Where am I? Yeah, I'm running around the hospital. Let's go talk to Swansea since I'm here. This is wrong direction. Oi, Swansea. Don't make me regret keeping you alive. I feel like you are going to. Wait. Downstairs somewhere? Did you run upstairs? I guess he's not back yet. It's just saying there will be new dialogue available for Swansea. Whatever. How close am I to the graveyard? Not terribly far off. Not much experience, it's not like I can do anything. You know what? I am gonna go sleep. Because A, I'm curious to see what's gonna happen with Swansea. And B, I'm pretty much out of time. Granted, this time I just allowed myself arbitrarily. I'm still out of time. But I am curious about what's gonna happen with Swansea. If I have to kill him, I'm going to be pissed. Alright, so for that, let's craft up some of that. Oh. Well, it's we fancy. I think you're missing something. Do I have a rivet? make it fast speed. No, I'd rather have the second stun on it. Right, so I'm all set to go. Let's go to sleep and improve absolutely nothing. Like I could possibly carry more serums on me. That's like it. That's all I have the experience to do. Alright, let's see what happens. Come on! No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Oh, I'm here. So I'm back to sanitized. Huh. I don't care where it's sanitized. Is anybody still here? If we're gonna get the stable, at least we have a critical and we don't have to worry about people disappearing. And there's stable. We'll be sanitized if I didn't accidentally kill Dorothy. Well, whatever. Hey! So, 2 out of 4 ain't bad. 50%. A little bit more because of Whitechapel. But that's about it. Just stocking on the bone potions. Really quickly. Nothing else to do. But yeah. And that's about it. I'll be jumping straight back into it in like 5 seconds. I just wanted to make just hour-long things. But anyways, it's been Brave Little Sky Uppercut. If you liked it, go ahead and put subscribe on it. Also, leave a comment telling me what you liked about it. If you hated it, subscribe anyways and leave a comment telling me how much I suck. I'll be back, like I said, in like 5 seconds, if even that. See ya.